Hey everyone, it's Ray Russell with Where in the Weather is Ray, and we're here in beautiful Todd, and I'm with Lynn Caldwell, and we are at Todd Island Park, and we're going to talk about the work that's being done to restore this park after Helene, and talk about things that anybody can do to help with the process, and hope you enjoy. So Lynn, thank you for being with us today. And Lynn was a veterinarian in Boone, Blowing Rock area, worked for the New River Conservancy, and then retired from both of those. And now you're back at work helping to restore this this park. So tell us what used to be here, and kind of tell us what you're doing to get it back together.
Okay, well, the park is owned by the Todd Community Preservation Organization, and about 20 years ago, they started this park. They bought the land and bought a bridge that we're standing at the top of, where the bridge used to go over the river. You can see the abutment on the other side. And so they put in a bridge and put in about a mile-long path that people could walk. They worked with Wildlife Resources to stock the river, so we have a lot of anglers out here all the time.
Wow. And it's really an interesting, if you look at it on Google Maps, this is really a unique spot. It is truly an island in the middle of the New River, and the New River isn't that big here. And for there to be a 10-acre island in the middle of it is pretty remarkable. So you built all of this for people to enjoy, and then Helene took it all away. Tell us about that.
Yeah, and it is open always to the public. But yes, Helene did the damage that it did to just about everywhere around here, and took down, used to be a whole lot more trees out here. Trees were downed, trees were in the river. There was some damage done to the river banks, and the amount of debris will just boggle your mind. But we also had hundreds of volunteers to come out and help to cut the debris and put it into piles right after Helene.
And the Corps of Engineers even was able to get all of that when they came through to do the cleaning up the riverbank.
Yes, they did. They worked with us. You can see where they went across the river and they pulled all of those piles of debris out, or they would still be sitting there.
Wow, that is a good thing. So so tell us what you're doing to restore it, and I assume you're wanting to get it back to where it was with the trail and the footbridge and all of that. But what are you doing to get it back there?
We're working with a firm out of Raleigh that's doing it for free. They're helping us design the park again. We want to, of course, put the bridge back, but we're going to definitely make it handicap accessible. On the side to the south of the bridge, we're looking at putting in more of a formal park with some benches, possibly picnic tables, and sort of maybe even a little history garden that talks about the history of the Todd Island Park. And then eventually we want to get the footpath back so that people can walk it. We also have a lot going on with making sure that the riverbanks are stabilized. We did about 2/3 of the island before this all happened, which really helped to save the riverbanks during Helene. And now we've got another 1/3 project to do restoration on the riverbanks.
Okay, so what can somebody do to help that sees this and wants to help out in some way? How can they help?
We need money.
Okay.
We need donations. This bridge is going to cost between $300,000 and $400,000 to put back.
Goodness.
And then all the other amenities will cost. We are hoping to get some grant help with the riverbank stabilization, and we have been writing grants and coming up empty, so we just need donations.
Okay, and we'll put the link to the place for the donations, and describing the process, we'll put the links in the comments to this video. Well, Lynn, thank you so much. Thanks for your work to get this done, and hopefully we can come back in 2 or 3 years and we'll see a rebuilt park here.
That's the plan. Thank you for highlighting it.
All right, this is great. Well, it's time for the forecast, and we're on April the 9th. We're filming this, and It's a beautiful day out, a little cool and a little breezier than I would have expected it to be in this river valley today. But the story for the forecast coming up is pretty simple. It just gets warmer and nicer. It really just goes right on through next week. By Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week, it will feel like summertime. Really, we'll have more like July, August temperatures than April temperatures by the middle of the next week. There's only one little tiny mention that we need to make on Saturday afternoon for the potential for just a rogue passing shower. I would not change any plans for that thought. It's not going to last long, even if it does happen, and it'll be a pleasant day, even Saturday, with that potential, just ever so slight potential for a shower. Otherwise, just expect pleasant weather and warmer. The problem we're going to have is it's going to be too much of a nice thing. We're going to need some rain here really quick. We've been dry for a while, and we've had some fires in western North Carolina already. That's going to become a problem here in a couple of weeks if we don't get some rain in here. So maybe, but it's at least a couple of weeks away before we can expect any significant rain. You have a great day, and we'll see you next week on Where in the Weather is Ray.